Fight. Here we are on the Matrixxx Groove Hour. It is, what is it, Monday? Wow. It's Monday, 8/12, 2019 at 1:03 p.m. And I just heard Shady clickety-clacking. Shady, welcome to the show, brother.
Matrixxx, NRO, Patriots, the world over. I hope everyone had a glorious weekend out there, and great to see ya.
Wow, yeah, glorious weekend, a weird weekend. Oh my gosh, Jay-Z, thank you so much. We had a huge, well, Jeffrey Epstein suicide weekend or ... thoughts. So obviously, as we know, we have a little bit of Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not gonna, how do you want to?
We're gonna have a lot of Jeffrey Epstein in the future.
yeah, I might have to back you down just a hair. There you go. All right, there. We're gonna have a lot of Jeffrey Epstein. This is something here that came on the 4chan poll. Basically saying this was before the actual news broke. This was because the news broke at about 8:30. This was 7:44:55. Not saying anything after this. Please do not try to dox me. But last night after 4:15 count, they took him medical in a wheelchair, front cuffed, but not one triage nurse says they spoke to him. Next thing we know, a trip van shows up. We do not do releases on the weekends unless a judge orders it. Next thing we know, he's put in a single man cell and hangs himself. Here's the thing. The trip van did not sign in, and we did not record the plate number, and a guy in a green dress military outfit was in the back of the van, according to the tower guy who let him through the gate. You guys know I'm shaking right now, but I think they switched him out.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that's very, very interesting. Then we got AG Barr saying, I was appalled to learn that Jeffrey Epstein was found dead early this morning from an apparent suicide while in federal custody. Mr. Epstein's death raises serious questions that must be answered in addition to the FBI's investigation. I've consulted with the Inspector General, who's been opening an investigation into the circumstances of Mr. Epstein's death. So, again, the Anons were on fire. They're looking at his nose and his ear, and it looks a little odd, like maybe photoshopped. I mean, all this stuff just has
the
questions.
Picture of the ear there of the whenever they were bringing him out is a very unusual picture.
Yeah, and then, they noticed that it wasn't at the jail place. It was at an FDNY training facility, and, oh my gosh.
And even maybe it was a different time.
Then we had Q Plus, who is Real Donald Trump. Real Donald Trump basically tweeting about Maggie Haberman and of the failing New York Times reported that I was annoyed by the lack of cameras inside the hospitals in Dayton and El Paso, when in fact, I was the one who stated very strongly that I did not want the fake news inside and told my people not to let them in. Fake reporting. Now, interesting that POTUS talks about Maggie Haberman. Yesterday, basically, Maggie Haberman is a marker. Okay, so yesterday Maggie showed Hussein, points outline, POTUS Wendy. Today, POTUS Maggie focus, confirmation, coincidence, learn our comms. So the president talked about cameras inside hospitals or facilities or government facilities. Or where was Epstein?
In a penitentiary or the prison, federal facility.
Exactly. Then Ted Lieu actually said, why is the economist tweeting this article at 12:25 a.m. on Saturday morning? And why am I up reading this? I don't know. But I do know this. Real Donald Trump lied to you. Cole is not coming back. Saturday morning thoughts. Now, that post was at 12:25. So we're going to go look at that. Let me see. Do I have that? I don't have that. I thought I had that. Oh, yeah. 12:25 is this. There you go.
Yeah, the post was number 1225.
And that's the Maggie, Ted Lieu, 1225 marker. So just very interesting stuff. I mean, is our POTUS Q, you see, while Q is not around. Furthermore, the Economist article was actually posted at 1224, but Lieu says 1225. Here's 1224. Coincidence, think Wendy, coordinated, the awakening, every detail accounted for, every scenario planned for. Enjoy the show. Q. So,
and I think that's judging by the tweets from Giuliani as well.
We got that down here.
Yeah.
You want to read it? Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. What does the word suicide mean in the phrase suicide watch? Who was watching? Did they fall asleep? Did the camera malfunction? Was there camera surveillance? Who was he about to implicate? This is very questionable. Committing suicide on suicide watch? Doesn't happen. Now, I almost read that. I don't read that like, I mean, I don't know about you. I don't read that like he's talking to us at all. I read that like he's talking right to the cabal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like he's thumbing his nose at him a little bit.
The only thing that sticks out to me is watch.
And all caps watch. And, you know, QAnons know that word has been thrown around a lot.
Yes,
Watch the water.
Yes, we do.
Suicide watch.
Watch. We got watches everywhere. Smollett, watch the news. These people are, oh my gosh, there's, watch that. Look at this.
That's the
one cute post, yeah, that automatically plays. I'm sorry, guys.
QAnon's like a right-wing marketing.
Now it is. All I'm saying is that doesn't necessarily.
It only plays when he comes up in the feed.
It only comes up. So let's look at
only when that search word hits.
Right. Let's look at watch. I mean, these people are sick. Hunters become the hunted. So he obviously was hunted. Right, Shady?
Yep.
Here's Allison Mack. When does a bird sing? Snyderman resigns date. Coincidence. Eyes wide open. Who will be next? Watch NYC. Watch California. Mac is naming names, right? So this is, how does LDR Rothschilds connect to the Bronfmans? Find the bridge. Think company. How is Bronfman connected to NXIVM? Go backwards. NXIVM, who pled guilty. Allison Mack. When does a bird sing? Watch New York City. News unlocks. 5-5. What city was Epstein arrested in? New York City? 5-5. Watch California. This is a live dig, guys. We're just doing this because we saw Giuliani with a capital watch. Look at this. Pretty interesting.
Another capital watch.
Yeah. Watch New York City. Welcome to Epstein Island. Ask yourself, is this normal? What does a temple typically symbolize? What does an owl symbolize? Dark religion? Tunnels underneath? How many channels captured on RC's pick? Rooms indicate size. Hallway shown. Class 1 and 99. Symbolism will be their downfall. These people are evil. And that's just a video, so we'll ignore that one. Follow the watch. This is in regards to Cruz. Illegal spy campaign. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Those are just watch videos. But there's there. Punisher.
Pain. Pain is watching.
Pain. Here's Watch Hannity tonight. There's a little Adam Schiff with a little boy. That's always just with his little coveralls on. I mean, oh my God. Whew, that's a good look, huh? Listen and watch Sean Hannity today. Here's Rachel Chandler. Watch the news for Rachel Chandler. Chandler, child handler. These people are sick. If the records become unsealed, much will be revealed. All right. Numbers do not always equate to days. The face of a watch clock. Multiple versions. Very interesting. So just thought that this was interesting to kind of look at some of this stuff. Never in our history. Watch the news. Just so it's always good. Like when you see something that's interesting, go ahead and search it on the Cube app. All right, so that's Giuliani. Then we've got only two. So alleged trafficking victim names 2 Democrats in Jeffrey Epstein. I'm like, only 2? Psst, Bill Clinton was mentioned, just so you know.
And a lot of others.
Hashtag
Dershowitz.
Hashtag Prince Andrew. Hashtag a lot of people, man. Holy moly, just 2? I mean, come on.
Hashtag most of the elite world.
Hashtag this could take down 80% of the global government, guys. That's how big this is. This could be the Keystone.
And and also whenever you think about all the research that we're doing connected to everything and the way they've been pushing quote unquote globalism, this is the globalists that we're dealing with here. So the globalists who want globalism are right in front of you right now.
That's right. So this is another interesting one. This is Epstein's gurney photos faked, and basically says, if you are here for the Fox video, scroll down. Boom. Epstein not dead. The gurney pictures are fake, and I can prove it. And again, we have to consider everything and all.
Theories.
Yes. They used random training photos for Epstein's death hoax, and one of them is a photo of EMTs training in a New York fire department garage. where they parked their fire trucks. They spliced Epstein onto the gurney in place of what was probably a Rescue Ann doll that would be used for training. The originated in a New York Fire Department garage and not the hospital where the New York Post claimed it was taken. And this is the part that was faked. Let me just keep going. Get this. Epstein's death was not recorded because the jail had camera problems. And
those things always mess up.
It's amazing how POTUS tweeted about cameras too, huh?
It sure is.
To a marker. Very interesting. Haberman, right? So Epstein's release from prison covered up by a fake suicide is probably why many elite who are now off the hook plan parties this weekend. See my original post on this, which follows immediately below. I have noticed chatter that indicates something huge may happen over the weekend. It first started with predictions that there would be a huge terror attack on August 10th or 11th and stuff like that. Happened so much I blow it off. However, something just surfaced that made me decide to mention this. A landscaper who works for on elite properties has noticed that many elites are holding parties on August 11th. This post, extremely poorly written, so bad it hurts the message, but if it's true, it begs the question, why would they be holding parties on the 11th? And also, just so you know, there was a ball statue found in Italy where those elites had a final meeting, just so you know. Remember the temple that they went to, not this Friday, but the Friday before?
Yes.
Yeah. So that ball statue ended up in Italy, on the streets of Italy. Very interesting. And then they had a party by it. Yay, ball. All right. So this is what he's saying. My insert. We all know Epstein is free and they are off the hook. I don't think they're off the hook, though. I mean, I just think this will allow the evidence to be freely put in, and they can't contest it because no dead man tell no tales, I guess. I don't know. I mean, are they off the hook? I don't know. So the following is not sourced, but it's just floating around out there, and its nature is how it's written is spooky, but it's not someone screwing around. This actually was posted by someone with not very literate, so it fits the profile perfectly as legit. I'm a landscaper and I work on properties that are owned by billionaires and millionaires that are oil company execs, CEOs of large investing companies, and P500 investors. Basically extremely powerful people like 10 different clients are throwing a party on August 11. Even though it is not necessarily unusual for some of our clients to throw a party every now and then, it's highly unusual for this many of our clients to throw a party on the same exact day that I've been hearing about the date from you and many fish. I think these people know something everyone has been really secretive about. And I asked what the party was, and no one knows. My comment: we know it's probably it probably will not be a terror attack. It will be having Epstein fly to Tel Aviv parties. How did Epstein die in suicide watch? Mystery solved. I wish I had a football. If I had one, I'd be spiking it repeatedly by now. But we don't know if he went to Tel Aviv or wherever he went, but just very interesting stuff, Shady.
Yeah, we don't really know, and this is not a lot of this is just not making sense. And with the comments from Giuliani, I'm tending to lean towards the idea that if this was a fake event, we were in charge of it.
Yeah.
Like this is, I witness protection program, or go ahead and get him on down to Gitmo because just like No Name and 41, we're kind of done with them. Could be possible as well. So
to your point, first, the Epstein was arrested. Deep State, we need a distraction. Let's storm Area 51.
Yeah, let's all massively go.
Second, people catch on to that distraction. Deep State produces 3 mass shootings. Third, people forget about Epstein. Deep State puts out fire. Revert attention back to 1. Don't play their game.
Exactly.
So this, now we're back onto Epstein again, right? The shootings are now just a faded memory.
Yep.
And this is from Majestic 12. And he said, the power of 369 is real. Whose turn is it? So I thought that was a very interesting tweet by Majestic 12. Dun, dun, dun. The plot thickens, Shady.
Sure does.
Dozens of current and former prosecutors say it's odd that MCC declared Jeffrey Epstein's death a suicide so quickly. Why so quick to declare it a suicide? Why not just say he's dead? Appears to be by hanging. We're investigating. Very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
And then you've got Joe Scarborough, who had a dead intern found in his office. Thinks Russia did it.
Russia did everything.
Russia did it.
Russia!
Then you've got SB2, and I know Rick Bless the Teach already covered this, so go check out Rick's Bless the Teach video. But SB2, basically has a pretty good post here talking about how, he doesn't believe that Epstein is dead according to the comms.
Yeah, like we have him, we've moved him, whatever's going on, we're in control of it.
Right. Right. And let's just think logically, folks. What do you think, Shady? I mean, do you think the maestro or Donald J. Trump, who actually has an issue because he caught a flight with, to Epstein Island, but he never, not to Epstein Island, to Palm Beach. He's never been to Epstein Island, at least as far as I could see. But, do you think he would let that guy just die?
I don't. I absolutely don't. I really honestly do not think that this could be now I don't think that, don't get me wrong, I don't think that we don't want justice. I just think that whatever the plan is, I mean, like the Q post you just read there, all angles are accounted for, right? All scenarios are played out. They're not going to surprise us. We had the power outage up there that was near the prison. It would have been a good moment to have gotten him out before.
Absolutely.
To some other location. He's not been there for a couple of weeks. This is a cover story. Who knows who knows, because there's no leaking going on in our government anymore. We don't really know the deep state narrative of what they want everybody to think, right? They're all like on the lam passing information around. But I do not think the president and Q team are out of control on what happened here.
Yeah, I don't either.
Not for a second.
Wikipedia was caught. They changed Suicide Watch. It's an intensive monitoring process used to ensure that a person cannot attempt suicide other than Jeffrey Epstein. I love it. Oh my God!
Anon's out there diligently working behind the scenes.
Right? That's so good.
I
love how Gateway Pundit says, "Here's a complete list." I call it a partial list. This is not in any way complete list of Clinton associates who have allegedly died mysteriously. This is just a partial list.
It is a partial list.
I mean, remember the lock her up with all the names? That's a complete list. Mm-hmm.
That's a list.
That's a list, and that's probably 1,000 or plus names, guys.
Just to turn this around too, the idea that you saw Trump body count was trending on Twitter yesterday.
Yes.
So I mean, okay.
And Clinton.
To my knowledge, there is not a Trump body count.
Yeah,
there is a Clinton body count, and it's very interesting how Twitter has levers and controls behind that curtain.
Right. Yep. Who came
making
to kill
things
him?
trend?
Yeah, who came to kill him? I mean, did they catch the killers? I mean, who knows? We don't know anything. We just know that there's a huge disinformation campaign by the Mockingbird CIA, who protects the United States of America and Body Politic Corporation, not you and I, to cover up for these children. So, you know how Q says enemy of the people? I think the mainstream media is enemy of the children.
It is.
If you don't want to investigate this and have a fair investigation and keep trying to cover it up, okay, so they're saying Trump is there. Let's get all the evidence in there. We can show you that Dershowitz, all these people that are on these pundit news stations, they're all guilty, guys. Those that scream the loudest are guilty. Let's get him. You know what? Yeah, but Trump was on the plane. Okay, so Trump was on the plane. Let's put that in as evidence, okay? And we'll show you that he wasn't guilty of pedophilia, guys. We'll show you that Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton were. We'll show you that Alan Dershowitz didn't just have underwear on. We will show you this stuff. We'll show you that Prince Andy is guilty. We'll show you. We have it all, folks. We don't need Q. We don't need anything else. We don't need to argue amongst each other. Let's just say, hey, this is for our children. I don't care what you label yourself.
Yep.
And let's get to the bottom line, guys.
That's absolutely due. And man, I mean, maybe just to spin on that for a second. I was watching Levin last night, and he had the gentleman on that there, and he was talking about sex trafficking, and he was talking about Epstein, and he was bringing this stuff to the forefront. But he made a really great point, which was, I'm a guy from South Africa who made this movie 8 Days about an American who was went to a party and ended up getting sex trafficked, and it took her 8 days for them to find her. He was a person whose sister was trafficked from South Africa. He wrote this movie. He is trying to raise awareness about the trafficking that's going on. And he talked last night. It was interesting to see his perspective, because he acted like he acted like he was someone that thought that once he started to bring this story forward, he was going to have interest by media, right? But he's like, every single news organization, MSNBC, Washington Post, New York Times, CNN, they will not even speak with me about what is going on. And he was saying that he said that Donald Trump has done more for sex trafficking victims and saving people than any president in modern history all put together, which we kind of all know that already, but it's fact. And he talked about putting it out there. But he also made the point that America, this is a big one, America is the number one place. Like, we are like it is happening here more than percentage-wise anywhere else.
Yeah.
So this should be stunningly eye-opening. And Mark Levin, bless his heart, he seemed like he was about to cry for the whole episode. Like, he was emotionally. It really gave me an insight into what everyone else is going to be having to see. Man, we've been a little hardened to this, but once this is introduced into the conversation, this is going to be tough for people to absorb, man.
Yeah,
it really is. I mean, it's not. This is ugly. I mean, it's ugly beyond ugly of what even the media paints in our movies, man. It's ugly.
And remember what media means. Oh, by the way, I had lunch with Bill Mitchell and Ann Vandersteel. That was really nice.
I heard this.
There's some girl coming up from out of my head, though. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. But there I am. That's what Matrixxx looks like, guys, just so you know. I didn't have red shoes on either. Just tell Paula loves children that, please. Thank you. This was really cool. My son painted this Trump when he came to Japan. This is one of our Q Army Japan Patriots. Look at that.
Isn't this cool?
Worldwide. Yeah, this is worldwide, guys. And you'll see that it's a Japan Q Army. Do you see that? We've got a Q Army Japan. We've got a Q Army Iran. We've got a Q Army Korea. And we've got a Q Army here, guys.
Yeah, and we have a worldwide awakening is what we have to the truth. People who care about the truth and aren't absorbed in the narrative, near as immersed in the narrative now.
Yeah, somebody, and I'm trying to find the comment because I'm scrolling up because there's a bunch of comments since then, but Marion L. said, Matrixxx, perfect. Say that again about the enemies of the children and stop fighting with each other. Yes, so, I mean, anybody going against anything on this Epstein, trying to cover it up or whatever, are enemies of our children.
Yep.
Period. The end. Now, we think that we're fighting with each other. We're not fighting with each other. We're fighting with the deep state that use trolls that act like they're you and me. They're not you and me. And we've got that pretty well mapped out, folks. Also, there was an Oslo shooting, apparently, that had posted on 8chan, but 8chan has been offline for close to a week, so you're actually fake news, The Verge. Has had a story that posted on 8chan.
Unbelievable.
And here's my response. Psst. 8chan's been down for a week. Fake news busted yet again. Here we all are.
Fake news.
Here we all are. Shady's the one all the way at the end laughing. See him? That's Shady right there. Oh man, I love it. That's a great meme. So just here was me trolling the Duke of York. Here you go, Duke. Read it and weep, sicko. Why is America enamored with such monsters? I bet people don't even know the real last name of the royal family. Oh, it's Windsor. Wrong. You guys, and I've been like really disappointed with this, for a long time. When we're looking at all these royal weddings and being enamored with all these people and a royal baby that, could be the, something really evil. I go, do you even know the last name of these people? Oh, yeah. I know it. What is it? Windsor. No, it's Saxe, Colbert, Gotha, and go look at these people. They think they're frickin' vampires.
They're not really ashamed of it, are they?
No.
Oh, they put it right out there whenever you see who they really are, don't they?
So here's the Duke of York wishing. Look at this.
Maybe we go a little.
So look at this picture he posted. Look at a young Prince Andrew enjoys and BLD, boy lover day. These guys are disgusting. Mm-hmm. You people are sick.
And we're coming for you.
You people are sick. I'm just telling you right now.
Time is time. Games are up, my friend.
We are the United States of America. We have nothing to do with these queens and whatever they want to call themselves. All right.
The whole Constitution was oriented in a way to instruct you that there was no sovereign individual above you. You are the top of the food chain.
Right.
In your reality.
I also want to just mention this, AKA_Real Dirty, the Dirty Truth, who does a lot of great videos for us and everything. I've used him several times. He's actually a quadriplegic, and his name is Josh, and he lives in an adult living facility, and he broke his iPad, and he wants to replace it. So if you guys have any, even just $1 to help this gentleman out, this is what we're here for. This is what Patriots are for. And there's Josh right there. Okay. I just had to mention that because Dirty Truth has always been very good to us.
Very good. Very, very good. Amazing stuff.
And then here's Paul Saran. He was actually featured in the Frank Report. So we love our Paul Saran. There's Paul Saran's thing right there. Okay. Then, really, look at this. The president of Haiti. This is interesting, Shady. Let's take a listen to this.
Everyone needs to listen to this. This is how you know that the president knows.
Reagan, in 1986, had sent one airplane to pick up Duvalier. I said, that's the way to do it. You want to get rid of those generals? Send an airplane. I will help them into that airplane. So we spent 4 hours. I discussed it with Bill Richardson because I said to Bill, take the message back to President Clinton. I know you are here because he sent you. A week later, after my conversation with Bill Richardson, the American embassy called me, as it was often the case, and they said, President Clinton has a messenger for you. I said, send him over. He came, did not give me his name, but told me, Mr. Sensory, you join our movement. You side with Bill Clinton in this invasion and we'll make you the richest man in Haiti. I said, sir, tell President...
So Bill Clinton sent somebody over saying, if you sign with us, I will make you the richest man in Haiti.
President Clinton, for me, Bernard Sensory is not for sale. I have...
He said that he's not for sale.
Principle, and I love my country. A week later, by executive order, Clinton revoked my visa. I was then a resident of the United States. I am now a citizen of the United States.
Yeah, and I think it was Bill Richardson that went over there too. And New Mexico, where's Epstein's other little ranch? Where's that?
New Mexico.
So,
Zorro Ranch.
Is it? Oh, it's in New
Yes,
Mexico.
it is.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir. Is. Bill Richardson.
Nothing to see here, Shady.
No, we're not watching.
This is how it's been.
These anods are watching.
They're watching. You guys are awesome.
In Haiti, the Clinton went there after the invasion. They started a cellular company called Fusion International.
Fusion
To make a
International.
long story short, now it's Digicel who is taking over.
So Digicel is the Caribbean's cell phone company, right? Digicel.
And his friend Dennis O'Brien has given millions to the Clinton Foundation. In 2010, the earthquake of Haiti, not only American taxpayers, but the whole world has given billions of dollars to the Clinton Foundation for the Haitians. Not even 2% of that money went back to Haiti. So Mr. Trump, we are asking you, begging you, the Haitian community will side with you if one day you ask Hillary Clinton.
So, yeah, so they only gave 2% of what they raised. So Fusion International became Digicel, guys. That's huge. And sadly, I did business with Digicel a long time ago, selling Cisco systems. That's just freaky, isn't it? You know, you think you're doing good stuff, right? And you end up working for evil, and that's what everybody's doing. You know, wake up, folks. So that's that. Oh, I wanted to show you this too. This is Vincent, who now has a new account. This is Vincent 868.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
So let's read this to you. And this is General Flynn's writing. This is a General Flynn original letter, and it says Vincent and this is the gentleman that did the beautiful art of General Flynn and his wife, and we'll go look at that in a second. Vincent, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your gift of artistry, creativity, inspiration, imagination, and your expression of support. We are all in the struggle in our own ways, but together we can unite and succeed as we fight back those who want to change our country. You and the team of people that help me simply feel uplifted by your gift and your prayers are amazing. And I will pray for Catherine and you. I will stay strong as long as I humanly can, as long as I humanly can do so. God has a plan and a path for us all. While I cannot imagine what he has in store, I know he is good. We are on a field of fight. We do need to wake up more of our citizens across this great land. Again, we need to wake up more of our citizens across this great land. We must team together as one body to stand for American values and American principles. They are also good and meaningful. Thank you for everything. Where we go one, we go all. God bless you, Lieutenant General, retired Mike Flynn.
That should set everyone that is watching this broadcast back in their seat just a little bit.
Yeah. There's also a General Flynn quote says, I don't care if they're purple. I mean, our General Flynn knows what's up, and this is Vincent account right here. He used to be the color 13. Okay, his account is temporarily restricted. They restricted his account for whatever reason. Okay, so this is the gentleman that go ahead and give him a follow.
Didn't they restrict? Wasn't he kind of thinking they restricted his account because they were saying that was fake?
Yeah, they're all coming on saying that was fake, but. As you know, let's just go to that tweet again. Hang on. I don't know if it's on this one, but Joe Flynn and another Flynn came underneath and said that this is in fact real. I am a Flynn.
Yeah,
this is
Joe
my brother's
did.
writing. Yep, and Mike, I think, or excuse me, Joseph, and there's one more too. Two Flynns came in. I don't know. I don't remember which thread it was under, but yeah, it's there. Now every day is meant for digging, and today is Monday. Right? Oh, there it is. Monday. Oh.
Here we are.
That's kind of how I feel.
Thank you, Carly, for the nice wake-up call this morning.
Ow, that hurt. Ow.
I know my nose is still a little flat.
And by the way, we got 1,005 people watching right now. Thank you so very much for getting here today. We so much appreciate you being here. And please share this show. Give us a thumbs up if you can. We appreciate it. Now, I wanted to show you another thing that I've been kind of digging on. And it's called the NRO, the National Reconnaissance Office. And I started this thread. It's still not done, but I wanted to kind of give you guys a brief introduction to it. This will be my thread on how the DNI, the Director of National Intelligence, sits on top of the NRO, which is why Coates had to be removed before D-Class. Let's go. Now, you'll see here, there are the reconnaissance, the NROC. This is the operations center. They do refer themselves as wizards.
Yes,
Super
they do.
et ultra means above everyone, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then there's the DNI logo on top of the NRO. I put that there specifically. And you see their symbolism. And we're going to get into a little bit of that too. So just to kind of, give you guys a quick, what is the director? So the director of the NRO is the director is appointed by the president and confirmed by the Senate. The director reports to SecDef, who, in concert with DNI, has ultimate management and operational ability for the NRO. The DNI establishes collection requirements and priorities for satellite-gathered intelligence. So the DNI, Coates, who was the other guy? Clapper. Was Brennan one of those guys, or was he CIA?
He was CIA.
Yeah. So look at that. These are the guys gathering intelligence. So let's go back to QPost 23. Shady, do you want to go ahead and read this for me?
Sure. Note, military intelligence has the same SAPs as NSA, CIA, etc., as designated post 9/11. Why is this relevant? Who can be held hostage and controlled? CIA thinks its foreign offshore assets are strong enough to defend against the U.S. executive, not accounting for military use on domestic soil. Why does the Constitution explicitly grant this authority to the president, and what is it to prevent? They knew our agencies would grow in power, so much so they could and can hold the executive office hostage, or the executive hostage, or engage with bad actors. Trump nominated someone new to direct every agency but one. He controls the top. And notice that's 11-1-17. This is post number 23 out of 30, 3,600, whatever.
So
post number 23.
Right. Let me point this out. Trump nominated someone new to direct every agency but one. Okay? And up there he said SAPs as NSA, CIA, etc. Okay? That means more than just those two. Okay? So, could the uncontrolled agency be the NRO? That's my question. Here's the structure. Keep in mind, the NRO director reports to the director of national intelligence. Okay? So they leave that out here. Okay?
So the DNI is on top.
That's right. And look at all these folks here. So you've got
offices.
Surface.
Offices.
Yeah, these are all offices, right? The CIO, the business plans and operations, the BPO, the chief operating officer, deputy officer, NRO staff. We're going to get to that in a minute. Program control, SEs, so systems engineering. Then you've got down the COO controls everybody, like systems operations, the SO, the ground enterprise directorate, the GED, imagery intelligence systems directorate, imminent, Signet systems intelligence systems directorate, communications acquisition and operations directorate, comms, advanced systems and technology, AS&T, office of space launch, OSL. Okay, so
many of those that we've dug into. Look at all those that we've dug into just right there underneath that banner or underneath that command chain.
That's right. And here's your current, who steps down when, Shady?
That would be in 3 days on the 15th. He is out of there.
On the 15th. This is Dan Coates. This is D. This is C before D. C comes before D, guys. Fly away. Thank you so much. This is the director of national intelligence right now, okay? And, you know, he's still there until the 15th. Now, there's going to be some more news on that. But let's continue. So, again, Dan Coates out, forced, soon, source, Trump, friends, Chris Ruddy. Interesting, this leaked already. This was 2/18/19 when Anons knew, guys. How can Maggie Haberman be C before D? I'm trying to show you that it's Coates here.
The Coates was C before D.
Yep. All right, so why did POTUS circumvent DNI Coates? Normal protocol for D class and give it to direct authority directly to AG Barr. Why do you think? We're going to find out why, and we're finding out why right now. The NRO Reconnaissance Office is in charge of designing, building, and launching and maintaining America's intelligence satellites and intelligence. And their thing is supra et ultra, which means above and beyond. That's what that means. And they use a lot of symbolism, guys, and we're going to get through that, and they use a lot of Latin. So I want to point out first that the NRO, overseen by the DNI, has the biggest budget and the least amount of employees. And they use SAPs.
And SAPs are very...
special access programs, right?
Yes, very, very secretive special access programs here.
So, why didn't some of these people get their classifications, their clearance taken away? Because it's done by a third party. They're not They're not working for the
don't
government.
have the authority.
They're working for other companies. You see
Correct.
now? You getting it?
That's right. They're working for private companies that aren't American.
So the trader sold SAPs. How do you break up something this big? I just showed you how big it is. NRO has the biggest budget. How do you break up something this big? What happens if low, mid, senior, non-corrupt patriots learn they were sold out? What happens? Who is waiting with open arms with a plan to reorg under a single entity with direct OS by trusted patriots?
Oversight.
Who are trusted? Thank you. Who are trusted patriots who understand intel collection?
Who are those?
I know two right now. There's one.
I see
here's another
1,040
one
out there in the chat, and there's people everywhere. Q, and it's like everybody is aware.
Mods, go ahead and let me know in the chat what Patriot Mom is talking about. I'd like to understand what she means. Here we go. So let's get into the symbolism that could be the downfall of the NRO. You know, Q says symbolism will be their downfall. If satellites are up in the air, would that be a downfall? Mm-hmm. All right. So they do call themselves wizards as depicted in that picture. And Q2664 says, Q, please tell us who the wizards and warlocks are. They're the guardians of intelligence. Huh. That's what these guys do. You're wizards.
Guard intelligence?
Yeah.
And they operate from, wizards and behind curtains and
that's right.
spells and
spells.
All of this.
So
stuff.
This is the one that really freaked me out, guys. This in Latin means where we float one, we float all. And you
think about that a second.
And you see the all-seeing eye.
I know.
Where have we heard something like where we go one, we go all before? Have we heard that anywhere before? I don't know. I think we just saw General Flynn just write it in a note to a patriot. So
sure did.
It could also be swim. You know, the translation is weak. You know, nos no una nos ubeo una is where we float, or where we swim one, we swim all, or float all. And then here's a patch too with the B-2 stealth bomber, and that alien it says gustastus similis pulius, means tastes like chicken.
Now hang on a second. Wait. Say that again.
Tastes like chicken.
You guys catching this here? Slow down and just think about what he is saying right there. I mean, this is compelling stuff we're talking about. I mean, man, it says tastes like chicken.
That's
Matrixxx.
Right. It tastes like chicken. And then there's your bird of prey with the intelligence sword. Then you've got the dragon holding the earth with a diamond below, right? So the left patch belongs to the U.S. Air Force 509th Bombing Wing Crew, who flew the B-2 stealth bomber test flights in the late 40s and 50s. Now, that Q-looking symbol on the B-2 stealth bomber, I do have a decode for that. Kiwi Patriot figured that, and I will add it to the thread as well. So that has to do with infrared testing and different things. So we're going to get into that soon. But let's continue looking at the symbolism. Let them hate as long as they fear, or odorant dumb metuant. Right?
That's an interesting slogan.
Yeah. And that is a favorite saying of Caligula, if you've ever heard of that. So these guys are... So if you want to find who the top occult people are in our government, they're right here in the NRO.
They might be right in front of you right here and getting scared because we're talking about them.
Yes. So here we have the owl in the pyramid eye, right, with 32 on there. That's a mission patch. Again, with the...
symbolism in the number 32 as well.
Right. And then here we go. This is never before, never again. And as you can see, there's 3 cobras wrapped around the earth, continuing the common draconian imagery theme that runs throughout the military. And remember, when the military is controlled by the evil people, military take those vowels and make them long. My light awry. Military. And they make you wear dog tags. Okay? It's all right there in front of you, okay? And then, so, never in our history has a communication project such as this taken place. Return power back to the people. Truth, transparency, and equal justice under the law. That's what I think Q is pointing us to. He's giving us hints to the NRO. Okay? They. Q, team. All your bases are belong to us. You guys have heard that before. Here's the patch from the NRO. It says all your bases are belong to us, or all your bases are servant to us. But this phrase is also reminiscent of a 2002 geeky internet meme based on a poor translation of an old school Sega Genesis game. Blind eyes in the sky? Shall we play a game? Wow, so blind eyes in the sky, all your bases belong to us. We're talking about satellites. They just took down. Oh, there's Corona. Oh.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so let's keep going. You guys getting this? What do you think?
I think they're getting it. To see, it's the same. It's the same model as everything else. It's the same model what they did with the UN. And it's the way of offshoring our ability to control our intelligence. Whether it be land, it's all like this same model over and over again. Now
I don't think the president's not going to be able to this big before ever.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, look at this. Like, look at how, now imagine this is connected to the Amazon intelligence ring and how much information they really have and how they thought they could control a president, no matter who, ever.
Right. And
all the information. They thought they had all the information.
All right, so here's the next one. This is all the NROs. Oops. Hang on one second. I'm sorry about that. Q posts about NROs, the National Reconnaissance Office, Corona. Here are all the Corona posts. Snow White 7 now offline. Package complete. Have a nice day. Q. Deactivate Killbox 1AZB. Corona 1 now offline. Corona.
These came in last fall.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
it's almost been a year since this, man.
Also, when you look up Snow White and National Reconnaissance Office, you will see that they say that that's the CIA, but you'll see buried into the article that the National Reconnaissance Office is ultimately in charge of that. And this, in my opinion, guys, is where the hammer comes from that was installed in New Zealand and maybe throughout the world regarding Five Eyes. This is how they did it. Through the NRO. And here's your National Reconnaissance Office right here. Corona was the nation's first photo reconnaissance satellite operating from 1960 to 72. The program was declassed as the request of the Central Intelligence Agency in February 1995. Corona, Argonne, Lanyard records are available. Okay? Corona.
Under Clinton.
What? I'm sorry, Shady. Did I hear my name?
Yes, you did.
Right. So wizards is a common theme because they call themselves wizards, guys. Okay? And that's wizards and warlocks, right, guys? All right, here's another one. Pan. They think it's palladium at night, right? But Pan is so palladium is a silvery white metallic element that is probably present in the satellite, but the mission is so secret that the name Pan actually stands for pick a name, they said. But Pan is also a name of an ancient horned god important with occultism.
Sure is.
Okay. Here's a unfinished pyramid at the top with an all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye requires it to help. So the all-seeing eye needs help. It needs spy satellites to be even more all-seeing. Note, the rocket trajectory is above the all-seeing eye, so it's showing that these rockets, or the NRO, is above the all-seeing eye. Symbolism will be their downfall? All right, and, obviously they continue this kind of thing, right?
Pretty compelling symbolism there, guys, right? I mean, what are you thinking about all this?
Here's an NRO patch that creepy figure in a creepy-looking hood looking over the earth with creepy eyes staring creepily at the American continent.
And another 23.
And if you look closely at the contour of the black face, you'll see another face with a pointy nose and pointy ears looking left. Okay. Here it is. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. See, ego cerebrum facium, or is roughly translated to "I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you." It's a cliche phrase, but considering that these are the people who actually created it, I don't think that they think it's corny at all. I think they're dead serious.
I think they're absolutely serious. I agree with you 100%.
All right, this is a good one, huh? What do you think of this?
Oh wow!
Get your kicks on 66.
Huh?
Mind you of somebody?
Sure does.
Also, right, we got NRO. It's the red Minotaur, and we got the. Have you seen the Minotaur Motor commercials for Progressive? I mean, how sick is that? So NRO 66, the red Minotaur, as if hailing directly from hell, holding a street sign of the mythical Route 66, but it's rather difficult not to see an allusion to the devil and the number 666. 666, signal to POTUS. They control the market. Signal, threat, welcome to the global war. Q. Okay. Global war would indicate satellites, signals it would do, threats. Interesting, huh, guys?
AI, Google, Chinese computing systems connected, Five Eyes.
So this one's huge. We own the night. You see the owl symbolism here? You can definitely see owl symbolism. We own the night.
In both, yep.
Okay. And then you've got that one. That's another patch. And then I showed you earlier with the gold, with the eye that looked like an owl eyeball. Look at this. This is called head satellites in China.
Mm-hmm.
Does that look like a Y?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. There's head.
It looks like Y head.
That's right.
As Q says, follow the Y head.
No, he says follow the owl and the Y head around the world.
Follow the owl and Y head.
So what are the owl and the Y head? Is that now relating to NRO and the satellites spinning around our world, guys?
Sure is.
And here is Head Aerospace Corporation out of China. Look here, not there. Russia, Russia, Russia. But look at this, guys. Look at these guys.
And remember, there is 0 degree of separation between China, the Chinese government, and any company or corporation within its borders.
That's right.
Same thing.
Let's look about these guys. This is Head Aerospace. It's a private company founded in 2007, headquartered in Beijing, China, with subsidiaries in Hong Kong, the Netherlands, and France, and joint laboratories located in Switzerland and Italy. SAPs, guys.
Special Access Programs, worldwide corruption that were weaponized and turned on a president who was not supposed to be elected.
Look at that. Y head. No? Oh, but somebody said it's a chromosome. Oh, is it? Or can we have multiple meanings and things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Looks awfully... let's look at their... Airbus, France. Oh, interesting. Look at ISIS. Oh, KUKA, MDMA. Orbcom, Hyperion, Citadel, Medes, New Space, Kofsberg, and Supreme Sat. Look at that. These are their partners, guys.
I mean, guys, what we're talking about, here is the idea that what Q has led us to, telling us about the SAPs and the SAPs being wide open. We are honestly discussing the reality, which is they have access to all of the information that is spying on you every waking moment. They meaning China or the Google or the alternative AI, whatever you want to refer to it as. This is the structure that maintains the control.
Right, and the intelligence and the spying on the president and everything
Correct.
else, So
and whistleblowers, like sending out teams wherever on planet Earth to shut down a whistleblower.
This links so many Q posts together. This links Keystone or key. What was the one? Keyhole. This links Google. This links everything, guys. This links so many Q posts together. I can't even do a thread long enough to do it. Now, I really quick want to. What does this have to do with anything, right? What does this have to do with, let's say, like Jeffrey Epstein? Come on, Matrixxx. We're supposed to be talking about Jeffrey Epstein, right? Let's see. Here it is. Wait, where is it? Darn it. Oh, I had it right here. Here it is. Oh, where did he put it? I thought it was right here in NRO Wizards. Hang on, guys.
Did I hide something from you again?
Oh, we just got so much digging, guys. I mean, look at this.
I know, it's like it's stuff everywhere.
Yeah, I've got more, in here too. Like I didn't put this one in yet. Look at that. Know your communist enemy. They've got the communist squid eating our country.
That's a visual depiction of what's occurring. That's the visual depiction of the parasite we're attempting to remove.
That's right. I'm trying to find the one. Where did Kiwi put it? He didn't put it in here. It was the names. Dang it. It's not in where it should be, guys. I'm sorry. I was trying to do some live digging, and I guess it didn't come in here. I can't find it. Well, Kiwi, if you hear me, can you put it in NRO Wizards? You know what I'm talking about? The names? All right. So while we're doing that, this is Trump names a new director of national intelligence, right? This is the new DNI director. And it's a shakeup of top ranks of the U.S. national intelligence. President Trump announced Thursday that he will name Joseph Maguire as the current DNI. Trump made the announcement close on the heels of a tweet disclosing the resignation. Attempting director of national intelligence Sue Gordon. Her resignation takes effect on August 15th. Same day as outgoing director of national intelligence Dan Coates. So the 15th is going to be a pretty good day. What do you think?
I think that it's going to be a remarkable day. I think there's going to be a massive shift that occurs within our government on that day. No, we got the House is still out. We've got 3 more weeks of them being gone.
Right. Let's see.
So I think that there's plenty of times to make some moves, and also all this other stuff lining up. I mean, the president's Twitter, he is attacking them on every front. He is not letting up on them, and I think there's going to be another rally soon.
So did you know that there was a new NRO director named on 8/5 the same day 8chan went down? Christopher Scalise sworn in as the 19th director of NRO on 8/5.
On the same day?
8/5, my friend.
What do you guys think about that? August 5th, the day 8chan goes down, we get a new director of the NRO?
Yep. So
coincidence? I assume.
It's Scalise. We need to dig on him. And it's interesting that he was from NASA. He first joined NASA in 87, but he took his high rank in 2012 under Obama. But remember what happened in 2012 to the space program.
That was whenever they were getting rid of it.
That's when
they were like selling it off and shutting it down.
That's right. That's right.
And most of America stood there with their mouths hanging open, going like, "What? What? We're going to send astronauts to the space station from Russia, but Russia hates us and wants to kill us, and everything about our media rhetoric is hateful towards Russia."
Yeah,
they're in charge of getting our astronauts up there. Absolutely. What is going on here? That's what most of us thought. It's just, I mean, how long can it go on?
I don't know, man.
No one was paying attention.
I think
so
nobody knew that we had a new NRO director.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Most people don't even know we have an NRO.
Do you remember this one? Big Bird 9 and now offline. Did you know that the NRO has a Big Bird? There it is. There's Big Bird, Shady.
Secret Cold War space program.
Right, but see, there could be a new Big Bird. Everybody's like, well, what are they using?
Yeah, but it's just funny the way they write the articles. Like, it's something ancient past. It's right. It's like it's just all like dismissive the way everything is written.
Right. I'm trying to scroll up and find this stuff. I got a link, but I can't go through the whole link. Where is it? Here, hang on. Oh, there's also this one here that's not on the thread yet, but it is called Pensar Ors Limits. It means imagination without boundaries, to think beyond the boundaries or expand your thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the footprints there in the cloud, and the lightning forms an EW. So this wrench and the screwdriver are symbols for aircraft maintenance units and activities. There are also a red star in the bird's eye, which may reference classified squadrons such as the Red Hats and Red Eagles, where they're charged with flying Soviet MiGs at the secret bases. Green footprints on the clouds symbolize Ghost Squadron, Search and Rescue Team. Lightning coming out from the clouds spells out the letters EW for Electronic Warfare and represents EW test units and activities at the base. The red, white, and blue and white streamers on either side of the bird reference the colors of the Janet planes at Area 51. Also, there's another organization. It's called the National Geo-Intelligence Agency.
Q?
Think map.
Think Q? Big old Q right there with a map.
Yep. Now, I'm not trying to dox Q, and I'm not saying that that's who that Q is, but that's very interesting. That's under the NRO as well, and under control of the not under control of the DNI, but the Marines are also involved with these guys too. So this could be how we've been fighting back and getting the pictures from China. This could be, from cameras in London and all of that. I'm just scrolling up trying to find these patches. Hang on, guys.
So much like FISA works both ways, NRO might work both ways.
Yep. Well, this isn't NRO. These are. So here's an interesting one too. Shady, why don't you talk about this one? Remember when we were pointed to, where were we pointed to? Denver Airport?
Yep.
Guess what's right there by Denver Airport?
Look at that.
The Aerospace Data Facility in Colorado. What does that logo look like to you, Shady?
It looks to me like a former presidential candidate's insignia logo.
Or a former president's logo.
Or a former president. I mean, Obama's graphic.
Here's secrets at Buckley Air Force Base. Here are inside the little Bucky balls, the Buckley balls. They call them. They're white domes. They're giant golf balls. This is very, very close to the Denver International Airport, guys. Very interesting stuff. And now this is.
And we think that all of this stuff is, all this stuff on the surface is connected underground.
And look at how they have kill boxes.
Target located in the kill box.
Mm-hmm.
Left edge, 2 inches down.
I'm just still scrolling up trying to find this.
The National Reconnaissance Office has an unusual approach to Where's Waldo.
Where did I see that NRO wizard stuff, Kiwi? I don't know. I just saw it and now it's gone. It's so weird, dude. Did you do it then? Oh my God, that's creepy. Look at going through our digs, guys. These guys work so hard. You guys are awesome. And Poussant was involved with this. Do you know what I'm talking about, Shady?
I do know what you're talking about, but I am not seeing it here.
Kiwi, where did it go?
I was looking for it too.
He sent me a link. Let me just go ahead and open the link here. Where did it go? All right. Okay, so this is an NRO. Look at the symbolism, guys. There's names here, and they're probably on here somewhere. Let me just see. Look at that. That's your prison planet, guys. There is nowhere to hide. Do you see this? That's the defenders of the domain. Assessing the future. Wizards. Okay. We're going to keep going down. 23rd Space House. We covered this guy. Let me see. There's the space shuttle. Reagan. Midway Island. Okay. This is the LQ flight test. So that Q there is basically low observables, aka 40,000 feet. Low observable satellites fly at 40,000 feet, just so you know. And this flight test is unknown, but the test reportedly involved a B-2 stealth bomber, where the Sigma symbol in the middle of the patch refers to an unknown value of the aircraft's radar cross-section, Sigma 0, being ideal radar cross-section for measurement of a stealth plane. So it's a huge deposit. It indicates that the bomb load deposit by the bomber is on target, while no return fears the absence of the radar return. So it's stealth. It's trying to show that it's basically stealth. Here's your red hats. We were talking about that. Nope, I don't see the names. Oh, well. But they had names of scientists that were at Epstein Island on these patches. Do you guys remember that? Where did they go?
I thought they were right there, man, but I am not
We
seeing
just
them.
looked
I
at it
know
before
exactly
the
what you're
show.
talking about.
Did they get deleted from our thing? Right? That's interesting, man. All right. So, so we've got a new NRO director and a new DNI director. We did not even know the new NRO director. I didn't know. I was doing this dig before, and I look back. I'm like, oh, my gosh, 8-5. Look at that. So there we go. There we go. So awesome.
Yeah, well, it's really starting. You're starting to see the. You're starting to see how these posts plug into different things that didn't quite make any sense when we were researching them before, right? You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, we always knew that this would come to light, and then we kind of put that in the context of thinking about how many of the times there were things that maybe didn't get completely settled or weren't completely understood, to know that every single Q post has meaning and every single thing is relevant, and to think that how things are starting to plug in now, knowing what we already have, it's going to be pretty undeniable.
Right.
Any individual piece of it, right? Like, there's no real piece of it that isn't connected to every other piece. That was part of the reason it was so hard to red pill people, because you couldn't make people believe that every single thing in your reality was alternative or 180 degrees or completely the opposite of what you sort of thought.
Right.
So it's really hard to navigate, but I think you're seeing the information come out, and with the debunking of the mainstream media, I think we can get this stuff out past the breakers, out past the waves and into the general conversation in the world. I mean, that's really what we're attempting to do, is open up a conversation that is way bigger than this tiny little circles that we keep running around in the mainstream media and Hollywood and movies and TV shows.
Yes, that's one right there. Here we go. Here we go, guys. This is Nowak right here. I believe this is Nowak, Lindsay, Kelly, Wilson, Stellers, Ryder, Fossum. Nowak was in the Epstein Island docks as a scientist, guys.
And we know all the connections now with Jeffrey Epstein, with eugenics, and the Trilateral Commission, all the connections with every institution of science that, I mean, we've already seen tons of stuff he was connected to and involved in that has to do with scientists and the science community, climate change, quote unquote.
And do we notice any names here?
Horowitz.
Lynn Forrester, de Rothschilds.
Mm-hmm. Barry.
Just very interesting stuff, guys. The dig goes on. This is a group dig. Please go over to my thread. Check it out. Let me know if you guys find some more stuff. We got so much to dig on, guys, and there's so much more in these Q posts that relate to these NRO guys that I believe that our president is taking control of as of the 15th of August, guys.
And we're pulling them back under the control of America, and then I think we're going to get rid of a lot of it.
Absolutely. So, guys,
because it's not, even in control of these systems, I don't want to spy on the world.
That's right. I don't either.
It's like we get them gone. We don't. That's not a layer that we actually need. That's a layer of deep state fear and obstruction and division.
That's right.
They're making us distrust each other. We can live as humanity without innately distrusting one another.
That's right.
It's a program.
That's right.
We're not different.
That's right. And, I want to play a really good song here right now from a beautiful patriot, J.T. Wild. It's called Thank You for the Pain.
I'm here tonight as a determined American who loves our country. And my message to you is very clear. Wake up, America.
Oceans of emotion rise like the tide. You're the sweetest song I know. You're giving me the notion you wanna run and hide from the saddest song I wrote. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I Wanna thank you for the pain. Yeah, I wanna thank you. Wanna thank you once again. Wishing on a dead star I could know who you really are, but it's not that easy. I'm begging to the moonlight, bring me just one more night, but she still fades away. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for the pain. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you once again. Thank you for the pain.
As proud patriots who deeply love our country and believe in the principles of freedom, democracy, and
Very
liberty.
haunting, it can be quite daunting, but it still fades away. My pain can be a demon, it comes at me screaming, and then it runs away. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for the pain. Yeah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you once again. Yeah, thank you for the
America does not back down from anyone or anything. That's right.
That's right, USA, guys.
USA. You got it right, baby. That is exactly right.
Lieutenant General retired Mike Flynn and family. America. Guys, you know, these guys have patches and stuff, and so I'm like, you know what? Why don't we have a patch, right? These NRO guys think that they're cool. How about Matrixxx NRO patch, huh? This is the Matrixxx NRO patch, and it says non potes facier fam poset ascendier. It means nothing can stop what's coming. Where we go one, we go all. 5-5, everybody. So that's the Matrixxx Pepe Keck. Awesome little. That's our patch, Shady. Nothing can stop what's coming. What do you think of that?
I think that nothing is going to stop what's coming, so we might as well mark it with a patch.
Mark it with a patch, guys. You know, we got to use symbols against these people.
Brakes!
Right? You guys like it? That's my patch, guys. That's my NRO patch, which means National Resistance Office, because we are going to resist the control of these freaks, guys. What do you think about that, Shady?
I really do see pain coming, Matrixxx. That's what I see. I see pain on the horizon for them.
That's right, and maybe this will be a T-shirt eventually. I got some messages here that I don't answer DMs anymore. Oh my God, I'm getting so overwhelmed with DMs. It's hard to answer everyone. I am so sorry if I miss you guys. Keep sending it, because I get buried, and if I don't see it, up top, sometimes I don't always see it. We got a couple of things here. We got Kanish, thank you, $9.99. We got Kofefe for the digging, Snapper J, thank you so much. All of your support, guys, really help. Don't forget also apexhealth.club. Make sure you get over there and check out the C60 and also the chelation cream as well. Let me go to the shop here, just show you a little bit about this. This is Patriots helping Patriots. Shady is using the C60 coconut oil product, which is the second and third one in right there. Or the fourth one if he gets a bigger jar, right? You can get bigger jars, so that's cool. But there's the olive oil product too with the C60 in it. It's high grade olive oil, nothing better. Then we've got the chelation cream too. Let me go over to that. They got the colloidal silver, but they want me really to tell you guys about this Kela cream. This Kela cream, it's everyday use. There is a video there now that was actually kind of messed up there, but it's back, so thank goodness. But this is a topical administration, and it results in a majority of the EDTA bypassing the liver and kidney on the first pass, putting less stress on these organs, allowing the EDTA to remain in the body longer, extending the binding effect with the harmful metals. So if you're, very sensitive to these chemtrails or the lead or the metals that they're feeding us, get over to get this chelation cream. It's highly recommended. Shady?
Yeah, and guys, go through and look at some of the other stuff that they've got here, because these are highly vetted products that are patriots who are who we can support. These are real products that have been vetted by people that are using them, and I'm using the C60, and this is a really great time to be alive, because we got to get the control back of our daily health and quit thinking that somebody somewhere sitting in an office is going to give you information about yourself. You got to start learning.
Remind them about the code too. It's intheMatrixxx with 3 X's. intheMatrixxx, all one word, 3 X's. Get over there. Use that coupon code so they know that you
for a discount.
That we sent you, and we get you a good discount too, guys.
Yes, sir.
Also, please remember that we do have our own things too. We've got the PayPal right there, and the Patreon as well is there. We have what do we have? Well, we have 198 beautiful Patreons, and that's patreon.com/intheMatrixxx with 3 X's.
Who support free content every month, content that is not controlled by anyone. This is information that is free and clear of any type of puppet strings.
And we've got 189 beautiful Patreons that, go anywhere from $1 to $25, $30 a month. So you can customize, you can do whatever you want. I mean, we've actually done a lot of things here. We're going to continue to do a lot of things. With our website, we've got to get that fixed, basically. But we've got a lot coming up for you guys. And just being here every day. Look at this. We had the Times Square billboard, guys. Who else had one of those? Anybody? We had memes with Qs in Times Square, but we actually made it happen, guys. I mean, let's go check it out. Let's go see if we can find it. There it is. Let's see. I think this was look at this, guys.
Corner if you're paying attention.
Look at Shady.
Yes. And there's a picture of it up right now, Shady, and it's a big Q in Times Square.
Where's that Q?
It's
what do we got there?
It's in Times
Look
Square.
at that.
And let me just cruise over to my Windows.
Boy, this is March 1st, Shady.
Let's check that out. Right there it is, right there. So there's
Downtown NYC.
It's not a meme.
Right.
It's not fake.
And it was there for
real.
over a month, guys.
Check it out.
And look, you know how much it costs us?
Oh my goodness. You guys, look at you great anons. Look at how, wow.
Comes on here as well. Scott Adams. There's Carpet Dunctum Thursday.
There.
Look at this.
Whoa!
Oh, who was that, Shady?
So we were on Red State Radio. We got to get back with Tori, too. She's been trying to contact us. We'll get Tori on the show. She'll come on our show. Also, remember this. We were at the Orlando Trump rally, guys, and people knew who Q was, guys. It was amazing. So, thank you very much for being Patreons. Thank you very much for helping us with the Super Chats here. Thank you very much for helping with the website. Don't forget that we have the Teespring store too, guys. I hate to be too crazy, but I used my beach towels this weekend and they look awesome. I got the beach towel with the Q. Enjoy the show. There it is right there. The Q Red Pill beach towel. And we got the other one too with the choice for you to know. And I got some big compliments on it and it actually started some conversations. We got the United States Department of Winning shirt too, guys. Don't forget, United States of Q out there was the one that designed that. So it's also in our logo right here on our show to the right there. Check that out. So you can get that. United States Department of what, Shady?
of winning.
Rennie. Joseph Rader, thank you. So, guys, all 777 beautiful numbers chosen there, my friend. So thank you guys very much. Shady, do you have any final words? Guess what? Oh, my gosh.
She's on the phone?
She is.
Well, I really, really wanted to say that I appreciate all the winning that these guys are doing out there, because I know that they've been red pilling Matrixxx. I just know it. It's like whenever I wake up in the morning, it's like I can feel all the people out there that have been red pilling diligently the night before, and we are a more awake world today than we were yesterday. If we continue on that train and that arc will bend towards freedom. We will not relent. We will not stop, and we will not ever bow down to anyone who says they have dominion over us. We are Americans. We are sovereign, and we plan on keeping it that way, Matrixxx. And so with you and the love of all of these guys out here,
You're
and
free.
Trinity on the phone, I'm jumping out right now, guys, but we will see you back here tomorrow.
Yes, we will. And thank you, guys. Thank you for dealing with us today. We've tried to bring you some new stuff. Yes, we've got some Epstein stuff. We're going to keep our eyes on that. I saw some people saying, yes, Stephen Hawking knows him. Absolutely. We've seen that through our digs, too. You guys are the most red-pilled audience on YouTube. Get under my thread. Show more stuff, for us, too. Like, and I'll put it to the thread, and I will hat tip you as well. But I do think we're onto something with this NRO, guys. And we do see our president doing something about it. We've got a new DNI who's on top of the NRO, and we've got a new NRO director, guys. We have a little bit of clicking here. It's in the Matrixxx with 3 X's, at Shady Grooove with 3 O's on Twitter. XXX and OOO for all you guys. That's hugs and kisses. Thank you guys very much. We love you. Thank you for being here with us every day, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. YouTube.com/C/intheMatrixxx with 3 X's. Also rebroadcast at 17:17 p.m. Eastern on Periscope and Twitter. Go ahead and retweet this show. Share it out, guys. We love you so much. We will see you tomorrow. Peace.